plausible and interesting.
I do too. So you say plant-based medicine. I think you refer probably to a lot of different things, but among those would be, say, ayahuasca or psilocybin mushrooms. So the conventional understanding is that if you take a hallucinogen, you see hallucinations, things that your brain creates that don't exist outside of you. But you're suggesting that you can see things that are in effect real, but that you don't normally see. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, definitely. And I've done many times now, and I've had many incredible experiences. Finally feel comfortable talking about it. I wasn't maybe after the first 6 times I sat, and then I finally said, you know what? Like, this has made a huge impact on my life and made me feel more connected to this world and more loving and more in my heart. And even this last ceremony, group of ceremonies that I did, I think has really helped me with the last 4 years of my life, where I went from a pretty beloved, semi-enigma still, but pretty beloved athlete to a very polarizing figure. And it's helped me to kind of put that all in the right context and perspective, and actually have a ton of gratitude for the whole process, even though it was tough up and down, and more empathy and compassion for those who've slandered me and canceled me or attempted to. So it's been really important for me, and really deep healing for me.
Well, if you wind up with more compassion for your enemies, it's hard to criticize it, because I think that's where we need to be.
Well, they also couldn't criticize because the first time I did it, I won an MVP. And the second time I did it, I won MVP again. So everybody wanted to, put me in the druggy category. Oh, you're just some wild hippie druggy guy. It's like, yeah, but also I'm better at football probably afterwards, and a better leader, and better at relating to my teammates. So there's a lot of positives.
What does your teammates say? What do they say in general?
They're interested, very interested. So many people from all different sports. I'm talking basketball players, tennis players, golfers, baseball players, hockey players, and then my own contemporaries in the league are all interested about it. There's a base level of plant medicine use. For the most part, I would say it's marijuana. People have their own opinions about marijuana, but a lot of people are really interested about the healing effects they can have, and the deeper sense of self-love and deeper sense of connection. There's just so many myths about it and misnomers. I like to say, and kind of revised my view of that plant medicine, because people are like, oh, plant medicine, what is this shit, blah, blah, blah. Medicine is anything that is healing that's not addictive, and drugs are substances that are addictive, and there's a ton of drugs. And not all pharma is bad. There's some incredible pharmaceutical stuff that's helped us with things that I've used. Obviously, I've had many surgeries and had anesthesia, and I'm thankful for those types of drugs. But medicine and food as medicine has been really impactful for my life, and they're not addictive substances. They're stuff that I like to use with deep reverence in ceremony setting, and it's made a big impact on my life. And the people that know me have noticed the change. People that don't know me, have their shots and their opinions about me, but I do have more empathy and compassion for all those people, and for myself too. And I'm just trying to do my best. And I was fighting a lot of battles, when I tested positive for COVID and got canceled or attempted, and I don't feel like I need to fight as much of those. But what about you, though? Because you did one of the most controversial, somehow, not to me, most controversial interviews in the last, I don't know how long, when you went to Russia and did Putin. How did
Joe Biden?
How did it feel coming back? Because anybody watching the movie was number one, it was fucking awesome. Number two, Putin came off as an
My dad might buy me Takis.
interesting, thoughtful, smart individual. And if you've read 1984, the base game plan of government control is you have to have an enemy, and you have to slander that enemy regardless if you know anything about him. And I think a lot of people are like, oh, Putin apologists are like...
One second, chat. This is interesting.